talk to each other. Crowd's going crazy as there's no flag right on the Saints sideline.
From game-changing calls to jaw-dropping blunders, these are the times referees ruined the NFL. The Fail Mary, 2012. The Fail Mary in 2012 was a complete mess because the officials weren't up to the job. The regular NFL referees were on strike, so the league brought in inexperienced replacements. Unfortunately, these new refs were not as good, and it became clear during the Seahawks vs. Packers game in the NFC divisional round. With the Packers leading 12-7 and only 8 seconds left, Russell Wilson threw a desperate Hail Mary. Both Golden Tate and Packers safety M.D. Jennings jumped to catch it.
In the 7.5.
All right, Seahawks showing a little bit of offense here. Russell Wilson finds Golden Tate deep for 4.
But most people could see that Jennings actually intercepted the pass. Strangely, the refs disagreed and gave Tate the touchdown. It was a confusing moment, but at least it put an end to the referee strike, right?
Third quarter, then 6 plays later, Aaron Rodgers dancing, and then overthrowing.
It was a catch. In 2015, during the Cowboys vs. Packers game, there was a controversial moment known as "it was a catch." In the 2014 divisional playoffs, the Cowboys were down 21-26 in the fourth quarter, but fought back. Tony Romo made a fantastic pass to Dez Bryant, who skillfully carried it into the end zone. However, the referees saw it differently. They claimed Bryant lost control of the ball before scoring, despite everyone, even the opposing team, thinking it was a perfect touchdown. This mistaken call proved costly, and the Packers held on to win the game. They later lost to the Seahawks in the NFC title game.
He throws a deep ball to the left side, and the ball is Bryant. Caught the ball.
49ers vs. Packers, 2021. In the 49ers vs. Packers game of 2021, things got messy with some iffy decisions.
His first pass is right on the money to Alan Lazard, who's taken.
The big fuss happened in the fourth quarter when Jimmy Ward delivered a tough hit on Davante Adams. Adams had to leave the field, but the Niners didn't face any consequences. Oddly, even though Adams was defenseless, the officials didn't penalize Ward. The next drive saw the referees making calls against the Packers for roughing the passer and tripping, which didn't sit well with Green Bay. Usually, referees let these things slide to keep the game going. But wait, San Francisco also felt the sting of some bewildering calls. This time, the referees missed an obvious holding penalty against John Runyon, essentially snatching the game from the 49ers. It was an all-around awful display from the officials, something fans sadly know all too well. Thanksgiving coin controversy, 1998. It was in 1998, on Thanksgiving, after a big meal, you sit down to watch football. Detroit Lions versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Surprisingly, this game turns into a big argument. As the clock moved into overtime, referee Phil Luckett unintentionally created a defining moment. Steelers captain Jerome Bettis says tails, but Luckett thinks he said heads. Still, the Steelers win.
Yelling at him, I said I called tails.
We've seen a lot of different things happen on the field.
After the game, Luckett admits Bettis changed his mind mid-heads. But Lions fans are not happy. Some say Luckett's decision was unnecessary, while others think it was right. The argument is still going on.
The ball from the Lions.
The Tuck Rule. The Tuck Rule game is famous in the NFL because it sparked a winning era for the Patriots. They played the Raiders on a snowy day, making it hard to see the Raiders in their white uniforms. The Raiders were winning until the fourth quarter when Tom Brady fumbled. But here's the twist. The Patriots used a rule called the Tuck Rule. The referee said it wasn't a fumble because Brady pulled the ball back in, pretending to throw when he got hit. This moment became famous over time, especially because of the Patriots' reputation for cheating. In 2013, NFL owners decided to get rid of the tuck rule because it caused unnecessary problems and arguments.
Brady with time, running out of time now, on the move.
Bottlegate, 2001. In 2001, the Browns found themselves in a crucial game against the Jaguars, knowing that a loss would shatter their slim postseason hopes. Ready to fight till the end, they hadn't anticipated the referees becoming the central figures in what later became known as Bottlegate, an infamous incident where a wrong decision left the entire Browns fan base fuming. Cleveland's quarterback, Tim Couch, threw a pass to Quincy Morgan for a critical first down. The Browns, quick on their feet, successfully snapped and spiked the ball before referees could review the play. While the catch itself was debatable, the new play had already begun, making it too late for a review. Ignoring this, Terry McCauley and his team went ahead with the review and annulled the touchdown. The crowd erupted and bottles rained down onto the field in protest. Browns vs. Chargers, 2021. In 2021, during the Browns vs. Chargers game, the Chargers enjoyed a strong start to the season. However, Week 3 brought an unexpected twist. The referees, in what felt like a get-out-of-jail-free card, awarded the Chargers a pass interference call against the Browns, much to Myles Garrett's dismay. This decision proved not only inaccurate but also had a more significant consequence. It led to the Chargers' game-winning touchdown. Understandably, the Browns felt cheated. The controversial call involved A.J. Green, who barely made contact with the Chargers' Mike Williams. Strangely, the call went against Green. In reality, Williams had a grip on Green's jersey, making him the true wrongdoer. Despite the apparent offensive pass interference, the referees missed it and favored the attacker. This left the Browns disheartened, feeling they deserved a fairer outcome.
Here is Slater. Down he tried to slide. He did it about the 2 as he got the...
Patriots vs. Chiefs, 2019. In 2019, during the Patriots vs. Chiefs game, an ironic twist unfolded. The week before, Tom Brady had complained about poor officiating, but strangely, he remained silent about the AFC Championship game. Why? Because this time, the decision favored him. Fans witnessed what could be labeled as one of the most embarrassing roughing the passer calls ever when the referee penalized a Kansas City pass rusher for a seemingly gentle touch on Brady. Brady, despite minimal contact, went down dramatically. This questionable call triggered a wave of fury online. NFL star J.J. Watt criticized the referees for needlessly impacting crucial moments in players' careers. Given that the game determined who would advance to the Super Bowl, the stakes were high. The Patriots emerged victorious and went on to defeat the Rams. Such fine margins can profoundly influence outcomes at the highest level, underscoring the need for referees to be precise in their decisions.
Number 2 zone. 3rd and 10. Got time. Finds him.
Seahawks vs. Steelers, 2021. In 2021, things got really messy during the Pittsburgh-Seattle game due to some bad calls by the refs. Thankfully, it didn't make the Steelers lose, but it was a close call. Seattle was down by 3 points with only 10 seconds left and no timeouts. Then, DK Metcalf fumbled the ball while trying to get more yards, and his teammate caught it and spiked it. Meanwhile, the refs were wasting time checking if Metcalf caught the ball.
Messi gets the first down. Good run by Homer. Down the sideline and near midfield.
After the game, Steelers coach Mike Tomlin was pretty upset. He didn't get why the refs handled things that way. Even though the Steelers eventually won in overtime, Tomlin felt they shouldn't have been pushed to that point, but he was careful with his words, probably not wanting to get fined by the NFL for speaking out too much.
Here's Spring 5, Smith's pass incomplete. Trey Norwood.
Saints-Rams NFC title no call, 2019. In 2019, during the Saints vs. Rams game, there was a big mistake by the referees. The teams were really close in the fourth quarter when Rams player Nickel Roby Coleman hit Tommy Lee Revis with his helmet,
talk to each other. Crowd's going crazy as there's no flag right on the Saints sideline.
Everyone expected a penalty, but it didn't happen. The Saints were winning 23-20 with less than 2 minutes left, and a penalty could have helped them secure the win. But because there was no penalty, the Rams got the ball back. They tied the game with a field goal and later won in overtime. The NFL later admitted the referees made a mistake. The Rams then lost heavily to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, leaving the Saints wondering if they could have given the Patriots a tougher challenge.
And just playing the man and never got turned on. I mean, it's...
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more amazing NFL stories.